You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. Live from the Sunshine State, where very, very soon the snowbirds will head home for the summertime, saying it's too hot to be in Florida, not knowing it just got better. Oh, my goodness. How you doing, man? Let's do this thing today. We're going to calculate some success today. I had a visit with a client years and years ago. I've been doing this thing a long time, a lot of variety. You get to the point when you do something for a long time where it's just like, man, I have done it so long. It's just kind of seen all the stories. But I was visiting a client, and he was having some trouble growing his business. So if you're in business, listen closely. If you're starting a side hustle, listen closely today. This is not going to be the most groundbreaking thing that you'll ever hear on a podcast. But it's a mindset shift and something you will understand. And I'm guessing I might save a lot of you from wasting a lot of money today, okay? Well, all right, let's do this thing. This is Daily Boost from motivationalmove.com. I'm right here, Daytona Beach, Florida. I'm actually just a little south of that in the wonderful family town of Port Orange, Florida. But nobody knows where Port Orange is. But you all know where Daytona is, don't you? But it's a pretty cool place. Kind of need to live here. If you like loud sounds of exhaust, you like horsepower, you like beaches, you like suntan lotion, good place to be. And Mickey's not too far away. My name is Scott Smith. Happy to have you here today. You may be heard mentioned today. Anything, if you want to take a next step with me, a lot of people do. You listen to the podcast, right? Like, well, how can I work with Scott? Maybe something I say resonates with you. Maybe I can help you in some ways. I have lots of options for you. If you'd like to find those, go to motivation2move.com. Jot that down, okay? Because the courses, the free stuff I talk about, my coaching groups, my private coaching, speaking, all that stuff is over there. It's where you find me. Let's talk about success. Success. Do you have big dreams? I hope you do. I hope you do, and I hope you set some goals. Well, one of the saddest things that I run into a lot, because I'm a boomer, I'm a young boomer, I'm a trailing edge boomer, I'm almost an X. But because I'm a boomer, I tend to have a lot of friends who are boomers as well. And I tend to have a lot of listeners who are attracted to me that are boomers as well. And you know one of the saddest things they ever run into is they don't have any dreams. They've lost their dreams. I see it a lot. At least 50% of the time of older people, they've lost their dreams. And it's sad because when you're a child, you have nothing but dreams. And then life beats the crap out of you, doesn't it? So I hope you still have dreams. I hope you've set some big goals. And I hope you just realize if you haven't got them yet, it's just because you don't have the skill set and the mindset to get there yet. That's all. Once you get that, you'll get what you want. man, being filled with excitement, setting aside the fears, off and running, got to go get my success. That's where I was at 18 years old. I'm still there a lot. I actually still have that trait very much in me. I get excited and I run. And I still run into some what was I thinking moments quite often, but it's okay. You know, I'm willing to fail more than I succeed because success is always bigger than failure. But it's more complicated, right? It's kind of more complicated than maybe you thought it would be. Why is life so difficult? Why is it hard? I don't know, 8 billion people? That's all I have to hear to understand it. Actually, I just have to hear people. People kind of explains it to me. 8 billion just makes it even worse. But it's okay. It's how it is. It's life. It's beautiful. It's just challenging. It's just people doing their thing. I had a question from my client that was on their mind when I stopped by for that visit I told you about. He had a new business. He was growing. It was slower than expected, though. And in our conversation, I didn't stop by to talk about business. I'd done some stuff with him before. I lived in the area, so I just stopped in to say hi. You know, one of those kind of visits. Okay, let's be honest. I was hoping to get some more business. All right, that's the truth of it, right? But it didn't matter if I did or didn't. I was going to stop by and say hi, which is usually how I roll. It usually costs me a lot of money because I'm usually spending time helping more than I'm getting paid for it. But that's a good thing. Nonetheless, he was beginning to wonder if their dreams would come true. I mean, the business dream, making it grow, right? Stress was really high. It was crazy. And money was running out. So maybe you're in a business and maybe you know what that is. And by the way, if you're not in business, if you're not an entrepreneur, if you're not a business owner, you know, if you have a moment, just kind of appreciate those folks who are putting up those shingles outside and giving you all this lifestyle that you wouldn't have otherwise. All those little businesses that line the streets and the roads and all those little office buildings all over the place where you live that you just look at the evil business owners. Without them, you wouldn't have your lifestyle. It just wouldn't happen. And they have a lot of stress. I'm not going to say they have more than you do being employed by the evil business owner, but, you know, everybody's got it, right? It's just it. Okay, let me get back on track here. I've seen these situations before. So I walked him through a couple of questions. I think it would have been better to answer these questions before he started his business, but he didn't ask me. I wasn't around. And it wasn't too late either. So let me give you these questions, okay? So the first question I asked was, how long do you think it will take for you to learn the skills to succeed? I probably didn't say it exactly like that because I wrote it down so I would not forget it. How long do you think it will take before you learn the skills to succeed? In business, that's sales, that's marketing, customer service, the little nuance between the lines, anything and everything that's needed to run a successful business. And if you've done it before, or if you've been an employee before, or gone to school before, or had a relationship before, when you got your first girlfriend, did you have to learn some skills? Probably marketing first, got to dress up right and go out. Probably sales, got to get her over here. Then once she dates you, then there's some serious customer service once you got a girlfriend, right? I'm telling you, right? We don't call it that behind the scenes, ladies, but we'll call it customer service today. Everything takes time. It all takes skills. So the question is, how long do you think it will take for you to learn those skills? Sometimes it's longer than you think, and that can be a little bit of a problem. Okay, what's next?
You have one new message. Translating. Disney and Pixar's Hoppers is now available on Disney+.
You could say that again.
Critics are calling it Pixar's funniest movie ever and a wildly entertaining ride. Blizzard Potato. It's certified fresh and verified hot.
Now we party.
This is incredible!
Wow, I am clearing the rest of the day.
Disney and Pixar's Hoppers, now available on Disney+. Rated PG.
Well, next, I wanted to know how long he was willing to churn and work at the goal. Was he committed for it as long as it would take? Or was there a deadline, a point where he'll give up? I'll give it a shot till the end of the year. I wanted to know that thing. And building momentum in anything can be exhausting, no doubt about it. But how long was he going to keep going? And how long will you keep going? I cannot tell you how many times I have been on a call, and I'm on a call lots every single week, talking to lots of different people, MBAs and above and below, but lots of different people. And one of the things that scares me the most is after I figure out they don't have a goal, when I hear the goal, I hear them say this: well, I'm going to give it all I got for the next year, and if it doesn't work, I'm moving on. Failure, not going to work. All you're going to do is spin and churn and burn until the deadline comes and say, I gave it my best shot, and you're going to be done. That's why I asked the question. I know this is not motivational, but it's a come to Jesus kick in the butt kind of motivation, right? That's what it is. So how long are you willing to put up with it until you get what you want, even if it exhausts you? I say the most important question for last. For him and for you. How long will it take until you burn through your resources, your cash, your credit lines, your free rent on your building, favors given by family and friends? Knowing the answer to that question can be a humbling and scary thing. It can also set you free. There's one other question I ought to kind of toss into that. If you're married, how long will your wife or your husband put up with it? Just saying. Well, after several hours of our learn and churn and burn conversation, he was able to pinpoint pretty exactly how long they had to reach their goal. I call it taking an inventory. We do an inventory, then we audit that inventory. We can turn that into a plan with a definite timeline. His team focused their energy. They had a minimal viable action they needed to do to achieve the success that would fit their schedule. Most things in life, including what you're doing today, is a minimal viable action. It takes far less than you think to get what you want. Within a few months, they reached their goal. And they've been in business ever since, and it's been, a very long time now. Street smarts. Highly educated, highly studied, did lots of stuff over the time, many thousands of hours of training and coaching and teaching, but a lot of it just walking in the front door of somebody and talking to figure out what's going on. And that's kind of what you get on the Daily Boost. Glad you're here. So whether you own a business or not, any worthwhile project stands a far better chance of success if you are realistic about the process before you ever get started. But that's no fun, is it? I don't want to do that now. I just want to get going. Come on, man. Can't we just go play? Yeah, you can. Everything me, my universe, motivation2move.com is where you'll find that. My resources, you hear me talk about it from time to time. My coaching group, how you get in touch with me personally, how to work with me as your coach if you'd like to, what kind of coaching I do. It's all over there. motivation2move.com. I'll see you tomorrow again. We'll do this one more time. That's the Daily Boost.